Hey everybody, welcome to another video from Homesteading Off the Grid. What you're looking at there is our bird feeder. We like to feed the wild birds in the winter, and you'll notice there are no birds. Well, I'm going to show you why. You just heard the reason, but I'm going to show you. Here is the reason there are no birds. Public enemy number one. Her name is Cleopatra. Come here, Cleopatra. You be in the video. You always want to be in the videos.
She wants to go out.
She wants to go out. So let's let her out and let's follow her and let's protect the birds from, you take that. And it's cold out here today. There she goes. She's looking for more birds. So, we feed the birds in the winter. Anytime you're dealing with wild animals, you want to make sure not to feed them too much. You don't want to turn them into tame animals. We do not feed the birds in the late spring, summer, or fall because they have enough food in their natural habitat. We don't want to spoil them, and we don't want to weaken their ability to exist in the wild by making them too tame. But in the winter, as you can see, there's snow around me. I don't know what time of year it is there where you're watching this video, but right now it's between Christmas and New Year. The temperatures have gotten down to as low as 10 degrees Fahrenheit at night, and it has not been above freezing during the day for several days now. So this time of year, we do give the birds a little help. However, public enemy number one, if you're a bird, Cleopatra does what all cats do. She kills birds, you know, if you let them out of the house. She doesn't eat them. She does it for fun, and she does it because she is a natural predator. It's who cats are. They're the world's best hunters. She'll often bring them to us at the door and say, hey, look at me, look what I did. We don't punish her for this. We pet her, we tell her she did a good job. And we've been thinking, gosh, how can we protect the birds? Well, we finally figured out the way to make the world's most amazing bird feeder protector. We have here limbs from one of our maple trees that was blocking our driveway. The limbs were starting to scratch the top of our car. So while clipping the limbs, I put two ideas together. We ordinarily cut our limbs up and use them for kindling in our wood stove, but I thought I can use these limbs to make a protector for the bird feeder, and I'm going to do that to bring the birds back, and I'm going to show you how to do it so you can do it too if you like to feed the birds and you want to keep your cats away from them. So it's a really simple concept. Basically, we're just building a barrier around the base of the tree. This is a walnut tree. It's kind of grayish in color, and our cat's gray, so she blends in perfectly. She sits at the base of the tree below the feeder and just waits for the birds to come, and she just jumps up and swats them right out of the air. By using these limbs, we're creating a protectant barrier around the base of the tree so that the cat can't get right up against the base of the tree and wait for the birds. And we're also giving the birds more perches. And you want to make sure to get all the way around the tree because our cat will hide on the back side of the tree. Now, she'll still be able to get up underneath the branches, but it's going to take her longer to get under there, and in the least, we're buying the birds time. When she's trying to come up to get under the branches, they're going to see her and be long gone before she can get underneath there. And if she is under there, lying in wait, she's going to have a harder time jumping up. Now, of course, it's not going to hurt the cat if she jumps up and bumps into this little stick, but it's going to protect the birds. Okay, this this should work pretty good. Now, I can still get in here to get to the bird feeder. Something else I'll point out to you, if you feed birds and you have a lot of deer in your area, you'll want to take your bird feeder in at night. We don't have this permanently attached to the tree. We just we take it in at night after the sun goes down, because you know, bird seed costs $10 or $12 for a 20-pound bag, and it can be an expensive way to feed deer. A couple nights ago, I forgot to bring it inside, and I realized this is about 10 o'clock, just before I went to bed. So I came out, and as soon as I stepped out the back door, I heard the deer snorting and trampling off into the field. So I went back inside, got the flashlight, came out, shined the light into the field, and I had 10 sets of eyes looking back at me. So they'll go through your bird feed fast. I bring it out in the mornings just as the sun's coming up. It's around 7 a.m. in the winter. I wake up between 4:30 and 5 all year round. I'm the guy that actually wakes up and then comes out and wakes the birds up. So that's just something I wanted to pass on to you, because the deer will eat all your bird seed. But here we have it. The cat cannot get in here without effort, making great effort and taking more time to get in here. Just set this up a little better there, make it more difficult for her. So this is a very simple way. You can use limbs or brush around your property, or even use old boards in your storage shed to make the world's most amazing bird feed protector.